Good morning. Here is your to-do list. Coffee with Kelly this morning, maybe. Oh, brain's not working this morning. Gotta wake up. Whew.
Serve like Christ. Rick Randazzo. Ready. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life, a ransom for many. Matthew 20:28. Said. Growing up in Buffalo, New York, hockey was my sport. And as seasons went by, I started getting recognized for my ability. In high school, I played on multiple teams, winning 2 national championships and a gold medal at the Empire State Games. My senior year, I captained my team to a perfect 40-win season, which resulted in the National Junior B Championship. Though, as I look back, I find myself asking, was I the leader that my teammates and coaches deserved? Was I following Christ's example of how he led his team of disciples here on earth? Jesus Christ was the perfect example of a servant leader, and he illustrates this for us throughout the Gospels. As you read in the verse above, Matthew 20:28, Jesus didn't come to be served himself, he came to serve and to give up his life. Let's think about that for a moment. Jesus, God's Son, came to earth to serve others. The King of the universe, the one who sits at the right hand of the Father, Matthew 22:44, came to earth to serve instead of being served himself. Pretty humbling. Over the years, I have come to realize that I would have been a better teammate and leader if I would have spent more time serving my teammates and coaches like Christ. Serving others shows them how much we love them, and moreover that Christ loves them. By leading as a servant, we are being obedient to what Jesus has instructed us to do through his word and his example. Go. How do you serve your family, coaches, teammates, and friends? How do you serve your enemies? What are some new ways to serve those on your team? Workout. Mark 12:31. Luke 23:32-34. John 13:1-17 overtime. Christ, help me to humbly serve and give of myself for the benefit of others. Amen. Sign up for free daily email devotionals from FCA at http://www.fca.org/impact.
Oh my gosh.
Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many.
Okay. Next up.
Chapter 7. Well, this one took me for a loop today. I've been opening my heart slowly as it works in my safe zones. The unexplainable, uncontrollable tears are now a norm of my everyday. I no longer have to apologize for crying. My bestie Jen and I just laugh about it now. Everything is happening so fast. I need to slow down. I want to slow down so I can fully embark on this journey. I have a perspective that startles others, unique to me, so special to my heart. Knowing God has spoken through me in so many ways. Oh, the gifts he has provided me with. My eyes fill with tears of appreciation. I'll never forget my sister's eyes after she woke up the day following attempted suicide with narcotics. She figured out the pharmaceutical cocktail that would end her dismay. Yet, this is not even the complexity of the situation. One might think they'd feel hope. They sang once in medical coma, now rising. Not this sister. No, I saw the look in her eye, and I thought, fuck, it didn't work. Yes, this is right. You were reading correctly. I did know my sister was going to attempt suicide. I did know, and I held her hand by her side while she died. Her eyes, when she looked at me, with a commonly seen expression of sisters, meaning help, instinct, initiated. I knew what I had to do. As I break through this concrete, and hopefully I'm kicking through the rebar too, I think that emphasizes the degree of depth I have locked this content down, deep and untouchable areas of my mind, with roots growing like so long from grown Groot. I feel like baby Groot right now.
Love baby Groot.
Never knowing why you're gonna feel the way you feel. Why you cry. And I'm not talking baby cute cry. I'm talking the ugly cry. I mean the ones that are like WTF. But what else would you expect unboxing? What else would you expect after unboxing this beautiful disaster? My subconscious has filled back with so many memories, including my sister, not including my sister, wishing I had my sister. I think I'm ready to read more. Have you ever? Have they never? What's important? Define importance. What's necessary? Define necessity. It depends. Anyone in the graduating class of Professor Conrad Diaz, Maryville University, lots of probably initialed by now, would chuckle at this as if it was one of his primary answers to most pathological conditions relating to restrictive pulmonary disease and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and the inpatient and outpatient cardiopulmonary PT specialist. Yes, this is correct. There are different specialties of physical therapy. Just the doctrine itself is the baseline foundation of physical therapy. Soapbox for another thing. In comparison to strength and conditioning coaches versus personal trainers versus athletic trainers. All have awesome specialties, but for some reason, all seem to be in some kind of competition I may not have signed up for. All sing against each other. All have some kind of vibe, like egotistical in nature. I've just never been that way. Everyone should be on each other's team, helping as they can, giving extra guidance and giving extra instruction, understanding how it all falls into God's purpose in life. As I sit in my car and watch my kid warm up for her game, I think to myself, where do you want to be? I know I want to be here. And I am here. But mentally, am I today? Not really. Tomorrow? Maybe different. But my girl is looking at me and looking for me, and that is the most important thing, and I will be her greatest advocate and biggest fan for however she needs me and all the people surrounding me. I just want to be my best, just do my best. I just want to do God's work, be the best person I can, and maybe not be my sister, but have her same life plans. Maybe I'm just appreciating what she was trying to build. Being around my family is heavenly memories, with current or past, always hold strong in my heart, knowing they will have plenty of time. The Los house will all be united as we once were. I see my family structure in unity to be involved and engaged in a community driven by good. This is evident. My childhood, in which was normal to have a volunteer opportunity every week or twice a week, 3 times if I really wanted to help Dad. He's a man on a mission. I've been raised by a warrior raising a warrior. Love hard. Play hard. Pray hard. Losses are ride or die. All I want to do is write. I want to write down all these wonderful memories that continue to occur in front of my eyes. This has been happening for years. However, I never saw it as a sign as to what God's purpose is for us. My mother always said, write it down, write it down, write it down. I don't know if that was more for her or for me. I am now learning it was for us. There's so many cool things happening right in front of my eyes. Let me tell you about my day. It was the start to a new schedule, a new location, and recently opened business privately owned by yours truly, Kinematics with Kelly. The science of movement. No one knows what kinematics means. No one. And that is okay. I actually was hoping for that. In my mind, it made sense. Kinematics with Kelly. Science of movement with Kelly. Name of business, check. You see, I wanted people to ask me, what is kinematics? Because that right there, that question opens an opportunity to elaborate and enlighten people on how freaking cool movement is, and the science and the human body, and God. It's freaking fantastic to think God is so intelligent, so all-powerful, so infinity times 100 intelligence level, plus a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with this glorious life He has presented me with. But by doing so, my eyes have been opened, guiding me to this direction, avoiding the distractions. Has this been going on my whole life? Mommy and Daddy always told me to pray. I did. I tried. I do. My prayers are not just words now, but emotions running from my mouth with ease, portrayed in words only imaginable through God's grace. I pray for strength to overcome my demons, wisdom to know where my services are needed in His eyes, and not my pocketbook, or the comfort of having what we find as necessities, referring to the number of different colors and patterns we want. Want? Me? What do I want? Fucking tears formed to my eyes again, following a question asked by a new founded soul sister. It still humors me how God continues to mold me to do His way by creating opportunities for me with such amazing people. I went to PowerWorks today, the local gym in Chatham, Illinois, as I have treated as a physical therapist in Chatham for over 13 years. This community to me has always been evident in providing a strong supportive system and foundation to promote a safe place for my patients to go following therapy. So when my man Josh, another great teammate of mine, suggested to talk with her, I was thrilled. When she matched my energy, all of these ladies bring out this energy in me that is just me. I can't describe it. Sometimes it's hype, sometimes it's flow, sometimes it's rhythmic, always with intention, positive intention. She asked me what I wanted to do. Her words still resound in my head as I reflect on how fucking amazing it was that someone actually asked me what I wanted to do for a change, as opposed to requesting or demanding my services at some ungodly rate or form of payment I have no control of. A system. Where is the system? Could I guide people through this unfamiliar streaming? First, move. Why? They always ask why. Here is what I want to say. What do you mean why? because it is the answer to the question. You asked me how you feel better. I said move. Maybe I should change it to first just start. What are they starting? You don't even know what you're doing. I had no control of my schedule. Now I have control with guidance, only seeing when remembering my faith and the love I have for my Savior, for his sacrifice, for that we may live. When I look at it this way, worries of scheduling, running a business, social media, commitment, and itineraries, embracing this opportunity. Please fix me. I don't want to live like this. My needs aren't met. And you say, ask, you shall receive. Receive it here on this crappy earth or here in heaven. For it is if in heaven, bring me there. Take me away. I long to feel and see your face. I see nothing of my despair and wickedness in my heart. I am a wicked, wicked person. I deserve to die and I wish I could. How is this your love, God? How is this your love? Please save me from the pain and just kill me and strike me dead now. The pain is killing me softly and my heart is but a ragged, ragged shred of fibers. Have pity on me, Lord, for the agony is too strong and my heart is sad and ruined. There is no sunshine in my heart, no sparkle in my eye, no spring in my step. I am done. Happy freaking 4th of July. 10 weeks post-op. I hate my life today. Maybe I will enjoy it tomorrow, but today I hate it. Cheerfulness is good for the spirit, but bitterness dries up the bones. A proverb saying, which I know is the truth, but my heart at the moment is bitter. I cry daily, and my zygomatic muscles are weak due to the lack of smiling. Well, I guess I smile when I have to. Smile when I'm in public. Smile when my heart cries out with agony from the pain. I know I should be thankful. I know I should be this and that and blah, blah, blah. But I am allowing myself to feel angered, to feel forgotten. Sometimes I wish I wasn't loved. That way I could just swallow some pills and be done with. I keep myself alive because of my family and God. Despair rears its ugly head, and all I see is black today. I look around at all the goodness in the world, and I am unable to experience it. I told my mom yesterday that I feel like the Lord has forgotten me. The Lord has all of his sheep, and he is the good shepherd, not leaving anyone behind. I feel abandoned and not in pain. My little sheep self is lost in a ditch with broken bones and starved stomach. My little sheep self waits for the shepherd to come, but he doesn't. When will my shepherd come? Please, Lord, take this travesty I live every day. I hate my body. I hate the structure of my bones. I hate the way you made me, God. And then today I am mad. You didn't make me functional. You didn't form me correct. Why won't you fix me? Soon after writing that entry, my Uncle Keith came and picked me up. We drove around the mundane sights of town, where I candidly stopped. Uncle Keith isn't a man of many words, but his comfort radiated from the driver's seat. What is on your mind? He inquired. If God is love, how can he will be suffering? How is enduring suffering love? All I have ever wanted to do in life is please him. He has my whole heart, entire heart, and trust. I'll go back and forth on that. How can he install a burning passion in my heart for medicine and healing the sick, yet burden me with the scorn of this physical torture? I reply, now this might sound a little of a hyperbolism, but I am literally being tortured physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If one has never endured chronic pain, it might be difficult to understand. Oh, how can you be in so much pain? Oh, I love this line. You are just stressed out. I like to label those when Job's friends, Eliphaz was one of Job's friends who sought it upon him to educate Job that his travesty was of Job's own wrongdoing. Have you ever had a friend who seems as if they are trying to help yet lack the personal insight, or maybe a relative who finds it necessity to voice his or her opinion about everything? Those people are too exhausting for me. Thus, when asked, how are you? I flash a superficial smile and say fine. But this book isn't to be about pain cycle or emotional redundancy or relentless pain. The book itself will be a bunch of papers stapled together and printed off on my own computer, stashed in a drawer. Chapter 9.
Okay. A little intense. I know. But at least you got your stretches in. It's been hard, but I want you guys to keep in mind too. This was definitely a few months ago. After I wrote and prayed and all of that wonderful jazz, I realized that this is God's path for me, and I have got to go just strong. It's scary, 100%. If you don't think I am scared, if you don't think that I'm constantly battling in my head that it's good enough or it's not good enough, or scared to release content because it's not professionally made, or what if someone says this, or what if I'm not perceived as a physical therapist, and I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. All I want to do is help people. I have worked in private, I have worked in corporate, I have worked in cash base. I understand as a physical therapist there is a model that we need to uphold by. Okay, it's kind of like the wellness model. That's a preventative. Usually you start hitting PTs when there's a problem. That is the problem in itself. Physical therapists are movement specialists. We're not here just to help pain. I need people to understand that kinematics is a science. Kinesiology, physiology, all of these things that usually people just, because it's a big word. Guess what? It's a big word because it's complex. And you need a doctorate degree to start getting into the research of it, to understand that this is beyond just, oh, let's do a long arc quad. No, there's research behind what we've been doing for years to try and continue to progress the wellness model. That is what we're doing. We are trying to progress. A lot of that has to do with preventative, understanding how the body works. Kinesiology should be taught for kids. Like kinesiology for kids, just to understand. Your heart's protected by your sternum. Your heart is right here. God put a bone, a sternum, right over it to protect. You don't think if they put those two together that they realize a little bit more appreciation for the design of this? I get a little passionate, as you can tell, Oh, look! People can comment. That's awesome. But I also have been just podcasting, not just writing, just podcast, like to myself. It's nothing really. It's on my voice, but I want you to hear my pep talk to myself. Okay, because this is something. So I did some research because what I was finding is that I love research. I'm a physical therapist. That is because I like answers and I like to understand why. I think that's a scientist because, you know, we are scientists. So the wellness model was working for me. There were some ups and downs, don't get me wrong. And then whenever I tapped into the spiritual aspect of the wellness model, then, you know, things started getting really like, whoa, what? And that's because I started doing research on creation. And how, if you think that it is just coincidence of how we can use this world to better ourselves, like that's kind of the train of thought you need going in, and that in itself takes prep, like to even be open to something so simplistically bizarre and truthful. So here you go. Pep talk to myself.
To embark on a journey so outside of someone's like comfort zone, oh my gosh. And I'm not even talking about like the deep stuff yet. Like, I mean, I tell my athletes this all the time, not to become their dang sport, right? We want that athlete to thrive and to understand that it is through God's grace that He is giving you these beautiful gifts, and how you use them to help define what He's trying to promote. You know, a happy, beautiful life full of great people taking care of each other, doing, you know, what's right? Like, but then what's right and what's wrong? No. See the light. See the good. Whatever you want to call it. That's what we're doing. Okay? And that's what we first need to establish here. Kelly. What are you doing? What are you doing? And why isn't one of the things that you are doing completed? Not one. Stop avoiding the inevitable things that you need to do. Do you hear me? Kelly? Lauren? Terry? Los? Newman? And you get your iPads up and or those pods up and rocking again. You listen to this. You hear me. Get your shit together. Remember, where you are in your life is not from you. Hear that. It is not because of you. It is not you. It is nothing. No. To just be of service. Is there a right way to be of service? Yes. I'm learning this. Yes. But then I feel Him calling in like a direction that is, you know, like you see the recovery room, like, oh my goodness, like, and oh my gosh, and to see such cool people and just be able to rely on, just go there this time, boom, let's feel better. Let's feel better together. Yep. If you need an individual, can make that work.
here's the thing. This is what everyone is so hesitant on, is your level. You have to just start. You have to just start. And it's not just starting, it's understanding, putting it together. Not from just a mobility, rehab, physical therapy. I mean, my mind is at peace, knowing in some way, somehow,
And that's a good one.
I made a difference today. Some more than I was doing the day before. And this is where I started. Keep my little turtle head out. Got scary. Pulled it back in. Peeped it out. Find the light. Put it back in. Surround yourself with family. Peeked it out. Got to go to my nephew's game. Peeked it back in. Then leading to a glorious mom, one of many that I admire in my community. Then led to another mother. That led to another mother. To another mother. Like, these are mothers of the kids that I treated, that I took care of. And they're guiding me as if their own children. And it is the coolest thing, guys. I have to stay open to it. It is very hard. It is very hard to just let go and just, you're right. You're right. Now, here's the new thing I'm appreciating. Not only do I have sisters, I'm starting to have a group of brothers. Now, I've always had my young brothers, like the ones that just needed guidance. Like, I always got along better with guys. It just, I don't know. But for some reason, then I started seeing these women, and oh, it's fantastic. But now, oh my gosh, guys, there is a group of men that have always been in my life, always. And good heavens, I've had brothers my whole life. My whole life. And you know what? There's been brothers around me this whole time I didn't even know. Son of a gun, I am seeing the whole picture. There is something he's telling me. It was like a fun game until I looked at the baby. Continuous. You must continue to understand He will provide. Now, to hope. I'm gonna ponder that one. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Have a great Saturday.